Engineers around the world are quietly building a new generation of car tech that feels like it came straight out of a sci-fi movie. Today, we're diving into 13 next-gen car inventions you probably haven't seen before. From airless tires that never go flat to color-changing bodywork and roads that literally charge your EV as you drive. Buckle up, because some of these ideas sound impossible until you see how they work. The team at Michelin wants to kill the flat tire once and for all. Their answer is Uptis, the unique puncture-proof tire system. Instead of filling a rubber tire with air, Uptis combines a traditional tread with an aluminum wheel and a flexible inner structure made from glass fiber reinforced plastic. This internal lattice carries the weight of your car, so there's no air and nothing to puncture. That means no more blowouts from hidden nails, no more slowly leaking tires, and no more underinflated rolls of rubber quietly eating away at your range. It's being designed to handle normal road speeds and passenger car loads, and it's especially aimed at the future of mobility, shared cars, robo-taxis, and fleets that simply can't afford downtime. Just imagine cruising over a construction site or gravel road without that tiny voice in your head worrying about a flat. Uptis turns your tire from a fragile balloon into a rugged, long-lasting wheel system built for the next generation of cars. Now, what if your car could change its look like a smartphone wallpaper? BMW's iX Flow featuring e-ink does exactly that. The entire body is laminated in a special electrophoretic film filled with microscopic capsules. Inside each capsule are differently charged black and white pigments. Apply an electric field, and those pigments shuffle to the surface, changing the color of the car in a matter of seconds. Today, the concept can shift between light and dark patterns, create stripes, or give the car a completely new shade at the touch of a button. In the future, that same tech could let you personalize your car's design to match your mood, your outfit, or even the weather. A light exterior on a hot day reflects more sunlight, helping keep the cabin cool. A darker tone on a cold morning can absorb more heat. It's part fashion, part energy saving, and 100% head turning. The iX Flow takes the idea of custom paint and turns it into living digital skin. Inside the cabin, displays are getting smarter too. A company called WayRay is building holographic augmented reality head-up displays that go way beyond the little speed readouts we're used to. Instead of a small ghostly number hovering above the dash, their deep reality display projects bright, sharp graphics that can appear far out in front of the car with multiple depth layers in the real world. That means navigation arrows that seem to sit directly on your turn, lane markers that hug the exact lane you should be in, or safety highlights floating around pedestrians or obstacles, all while you keep your eyes on the road. The system is compact enough to integrate into different dashboards, and brands have already partnered with WayRay to bring this tech into real cars, not just concept sketches. It's like giving your car a digital co-pilot that paints helpful hints onto reality instead of asking you to glance down at a screen. But no matter how smart your car is, it still needs energy, and one invention is quietly turning the road itself into a charger. In Detroit, Michigan, a short stretch of 14th Street has been equipped with inductive charging coils buried under the asphalt. Using technology from Electrion, this pilot road can wirelessly charge EVs as they drive over it or wait at a stop. Here's how it works. The coils are connected to the grid, but only energized when an authorized EV with a special receiver passes overhead. As the vehicle moves, magnetic fields transfer power from the road to the car, topping up the battery without any cables, plugs, or driver effort. It's already being tested with buses and commercial vehicles, and the same tech can be used for static pads at loading bays or bus stops. Imagine a city where your delivery van, taxi, or shuttle slowly recharges all day just by doing its job. Range anxiety doesn't just shrink, it starts to fade into the background. Seeing the road clearly is just as important as powering across it. Land Rover's transparent hood concept tackles a classic problem. You can't see what's directly in front of your front wheels. Their idea uses cameras hidden in the grille and a full-width head-up display at the base of the windshield. The cameras capture the terrain in front of and underneath the engine bay and project it up so the hood appears to disappear. From the driver's point of view, the front of the car becomes see-through, revealing rocks, ruts, curbs, or ledges that would normally be hidden. For serious off-roading, it helps you place your wheels exactly where you want them. In tight city parking, it can keep you from crunching a front bumper or scraping a splitter on a low curve. Instead of leaning forward and guessing what's under your nose, transparent hood tech gives you a calm, augmented reality window into the ground right in front of you. Glare from the sun might not sound high-tech, but it's a real safety issue. Bosch's Virtual Visor turns the humble sun visor into a smart, transparent display. Instead of a solid plastic flap that blocks half your view, the Virtual Visor uses a clear LCD panel made up of tiny, individually controllable segments, plus an interior camera that watches how sunlight hits your face. Intelligent algorithms figure out where the sun is blinding you and darken only the relevant hexagons on the visor, leaving the rest crystal clear. The result is a visor that automatically paints a little patch of shade over your eyes while keeping your view of traffic lights, pedestrians, and signs unobstructed. Picture driving straight into a low, blinding sun without ever reaching up to flip a visor down. The car quietly handles the problem, frame by frame, turning an old piece of plastic into a dynamic safety system. Now let's head back outside and make big EVs feel nimble. GMC's Crab Walk feature, found on the Hummer EV and Sierra EV, uses four-wheel steering to let the truck move diagonally at low speeds. When you activate it, the rear wheels turn in the same direction as the front wheels, so the whole vehicle can crab sideways a few degrees. It's not true sideways motion, but it's incredibly useful. Off-road, you can angle all four wheels and sidestep around a rock or tree without doing a multi-point turn. In tight city streets, Crab Walk can help a massive pickup ease into a parallel parking spot that looks way too tight. Reviews from early test drives say it feels weird at first, and then you immediately wonder why every big truck doesn't do this. In a world where electric pickups are getting heavier and longer, smart steering tricks like Crab Walk bring agility back into the picture. While we're talking EVs, your next car might not just use power, it might share it. Nissan recently approved Fermata Energy's FE20 bidirectional charger for the Leaf, letting energy flow both ways, from the grid to the car, and from the car back to a building or even the power grid itself. This turns an ordinary EV into a rolling battery pack. During the day, the car charges as usual. In the evening, when electricity prices spike or a storm knocks out power, the same car can feed energy back into your home's electrical panel, running essentials like lights, routers, and fridges. For businesses, fleets of EVs could help shave peak demand and stabilize the grid. Instead of just being a hungry load that always needs more electrons, your car becomes part of the energy solution, storing power when it's cheap or green, and giving it back when it's needed most. Step into Sony and Honda's Afeela EV, and you get a preview of cars designed as living rooms on wheels. The production model is expected to use around 40 sensors, including cameras, radar, ultrasonic sensors, and a LiDAR, to power advanced driver assistance and, eventually, more autonomous features. On the outside, a slim media bar display across the front bumper can show icons, animations, or messages, everything from charging status to greetings, turning the car into an interactive object in public space. Inside, the dashboard becomes a long panoramic screen combined with Sony-grade audio, noise cancellation, and even gaming and entertainment integrations. The whole experience is wrapped in minimal, lounge-like interior design and an AI assistant that aims to act more like a conversational buddy than a robotic voice. It's less car with a stereo and more rolling entertainment platform that just happens to move you from A to B. Look up, and even the roof is turning into high-tech glass. Luxury brands have introduced smart glass roofs that can electronically switch from clear to tinted at the press of a button. Mercedes-Benz's Magic Sky Control, for example, uses SPD-based smart glass, so you can brighten or darken the panoramic roof electrically instead of sliding a shade. Other car makers are experimenting with electrochromic or PDLC glass that can go from transparent to opaque in a few seconds. That means you can open up the cabin to the sky on a cool day, then instantly dim the roof to block harsh sun and heat. Many of these systems also block a huge portion of UV and infrared radiation, helping keep the interior cooler and protecting passengers and materials from sun damage. Instead of a simple mechanical sunshade, your roof becomes a tunable skylight, bright, soft, or totally private, whenever you want. Seeing in the dark is getting an upgrade too. Modern thermal night vision systems use infrared cameras to detect heat from people, animals, and vehicles far beyond the reach of your headlights. Cadillac's night vision, for example, can spot warm objects hundreds of feet ahead and display them as bright silhouettes on the instrument cluster, even boxing pedestrians to highlight them. Some systems go further, linking night vision to other driver assist features. That can mean automatic warnings when someone is near the road, or even headlights that briefly spotlight a pedestrian to draw your attention without blinding them. Picture driving a dark, rainy back road where high beams barely help, and your car calmly shows you a cyclist or deer long before you'd otherwise notice. It's like giving your eyes a superpower for those moments when visibility drops but the risks go up. Next up, your car roof turning into a tiny solar farm. Plug-in hybrids like the latest Toyota Prius plug-in offer an optional solar roof that can harvest energy from the sun while the car sits parked. That energy can help charge the small battery pack and power certain functions, effectively adding free sun miles over the course of a day. You're not replacing a wall charger yet. Think trickle charging, not supercharging. But if you park outside for work every day, those bonus kilowatt hours can add up to meaningful fuel savings or extra EV range over months and years. As solar cells get more efficient and electronics get more frugal, solar roofs could evolve from a neat option into a major piece of the energy puzzle, turning millions of parked cars into tiny, distributed solar stations. And finally, let's talk about sound, or rather, the lack of it. Electric cars are so quiet that regulators around the world now require them to make noise at low speeds, using external speakers to alert pedestrians. But some brands are going way beyond basic hums and beeps. Dodge, for example, gave its upcoming electric charger Daytona a wild system called the Fret-Sonic Chambered Exhaust, a synthetic sound generator that uses digital audio and a tuned chamber to blast out an EV exhaust note up to around 120 plus decibels, similar in volume to a loud V8 muscle car. The idea is to restore the emotional punch and feedback that many drivers love, while still complying with pedestrian sound rules. Other manufacturers are taking a more subtle path, using interior speakers and active sound design to give each EV a signature tone, whether that's a futuristic jet-like whoosh or a soft, calm soundtrack tuned for comfort. Either way, the next generation of cars will sound very different, by design. From airless tires and color-changing paint to invisible hoods, wireless charging roads, and cars that share power with your home, these 13 next-gen inventions are quietly transforming what a car can be. Thank you for watching today's Tech New video. If you find these technological inventions useful, remember to hit the like button and subscribe to see more shocking content. Share your thoughts about these inventions in the comments section below. See you next time.